Welcome back. Let's get back to politics. Mr. Ladipo Johnson, the National Publicity Secretary of the NNPP, joins us from our Abuja studio. Mr. Ladipo Johnson, thank you for coming on the program, sir.
Good morning, sir. How are you today?
I'm very well. I want to do a quick political party affiliation audit because these days people are just defecting. So let's be clear. You're wearing a Kwankwaso cap. You support Kwankwaso, who has moved from ADC to NDC now. And you're still the National Publicity Secretary of the NNPP. So what exactly is going on? Where are you, sir?
You just said it. I'm still the National Publicity Secretary of the NNPP. And as you well know, as Kayode was saying before, I am okay, as we say now, Kwankwaso. But by the end of today, I'll know whether I have moved or I'm still in the NNPP.
You know, the last time you were with us, you also did promise that you, by the end of a particular time, will know where you are. So I hope this is going to be clear as crystal. But let's talk about this movement.
It will be.
Let's talk about this movement. Right now, it's a situation where we understand. We just spoke to Mr. Chile, who said conversations have not gotten to a certain point, perhaps by their own estimation and by their own assessment. I mean, Kwankwaso and Peter Obi, they've seen that they may not be able to get a ticket of the ADC, so they decided to move. And the people from the presidency especially have considered Peter Obi a political nomad in this sense, a political drifter, they call him now. All kinds of names they are giving him. And it looks like Mr. Kwankwaso has also joined that fray. Is it that it's an inability to be able to be in a party, fight the battle extensively, and win the interest of the party internally, or they are just looking for a free meal in this sense?
No, I think we should look the other way, actually. We should look at the legal cases that the ADC faces, the uncertainty, the fact that the opposition space is contracting, the fact that virtually every party, almost every party, has legal cases, the fact that our brother Femi Gbajabiamila made it known by telling someone to stay there and scatter them, that he made it known that the opposition parties are under attack. Now, if you look at it from that point of view, would you, knowing that there's still cases that are aimed at deregistering the ADC, would you remain there? It would be reckless of you to remain there under such circumstances with the legal advice that these gentlemen have before them. They have to take that. Now, when you now go back, let's go to the politics, the nomadic nature of Nigerian politics. It is caused by something. Even nomads that move from place to place is caused by something. If the opposition were allowed to exist, I'm not even saying flourish, if they were allowed to exist without people being sponsored or being put there to cause problems, I'm sure you wouldn't have so much movement from Nigerian politicians. But there again, we had someone moving from the AD to the to AC, from AC to ACN, from ACN to the APC. Now, that might be different, it might be mergers or what have you, but there was some form of movement. So it's nothing spectacular that certain politicians have moved. The most important thing is that Nigerians know what the two gentlemen stand for. Because we talk about ideology, we say, do these politicians have ideologies? Of course they do. Kwankwaso has a clear ideology, people know he's slightly right of center. And of course, I know that Peter Obi as well is slightly left of center. But coming together, they have already started working on harmonizing a manifesto, because what is clear is there's so much poverty in the land at the moment. So you need two people. We are not saying vote for renewed hope, renew your hope, or vote for, we're saying vote for what is certain. You have their records, experience. No one is perfect, but you saw what Peter Obi left in the coffers of Anambra State. You saw what he did. Of course, you know what Kwankwaso has done: empowerment, education, infrastructure, in Kano as well. So you've seen the examples from these people. That is what we're selling to Nigerians: certainty, not a renewed hope. We don't. You keep telling people to renew their hope, and they're wallowing in poverty. That is not what the next how many months will be, up until January next year. So it will be a clear message. It will be a joint. It will be a joint ticket by God's grace. It will be a clear message to the people of Nigeria, and the differences are there, and they have a choice.
Well, the movement is not looking very good, Mr. Johnson, for both politicians. If you looked at Mr. Peter Obi, he was an APGA, and then he moved to the PDP. From PDP, he moved to Labour. From Labour to the ADC, and now to NDC. And for your principal, he's been in the PDP at a time, to the APC, to the NNPP, to the ADC, and to the NDC now. We hope that that is the final resting place. And how do we harmonize this political ideology that you say is discernible for everyone to see? You know, and if you're talking about the records, it's not everyone that is also in agreement about the record of both politicians as far as, you know, their time of service as governors is concerned. But while you could speak to that, now let's do the numbers as far as 2027 is concerned. What Mr. Rabi Musa Kwankwaso is bringing in terms of electoral value is, you know, perhaps a promise of Kano, which many say may have been split now due to the defection of his political godson to the APC. And if Mr. Peter Obi is even able to repeat the feat of 6.1 million votes for that he, you know, was able to record surprisingly in 2023, in 2027, will they still be able to deliver, knowing full well that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is still in the PDP, and if he gets the ticket, he'll also be on the ballot? So are we looking at, you know, a failed ambition already before it even takes off?
No, you're not. No, you're not. And please watch. Well, Atiku is still in the ADC. I think you just, it was a slip. You said PDP. Now, the question I have, before I answer, the question I have to you is how many millions of Nigerians have fallen into the poverty trap in the last 3 years? We talk, when we analyze, we talk as if Nigeria has remained constant. Some people voted for a man because he was the ethnic, the same tribe. Some voted because there were promises. Some voted because of the same religion. Now, hunger is the common denominator for Nigerians. When you look at that, how many people who voted APC do you think will vote again if there is a proper election? How many? That is one. Two, say, let me go to Kano, to Kwankwaso. We won Kano without a governor, without a councillor. We delivered in 2019, we were robbed. We delivered again for Abba Kabir Yusuf in 2023. And it is not so much us or Kwankwaso or the Kwankwasi, it is the people of Kano. I keep telling you, it is the people of Kano who take these decisions, and they have, and they've said it again. You know, we can argue about it. You will see what will happen come January next year. It is going to be clear. Now, that is Kano. When you say a man can only deliver Kano, and his name is constantly on the lips of politicians, yet the analysts say it's only Kano, I think you should go and look at Jigawa, look at other things. Look at the things that played out during the elections. You see, there's a difference between the fact that Kwankwaso has broad support and the votes. And what happened, they didn't feel he could win alone the Nigerian election. So a lot of his support from Plateau, from wherever you have, well, felt, oh, let's vote for a ticket that we feel can win. But now it is different. He is on a national platform, and you will wait to see what will happen. All I'll say is that even those few votes he got last time, if you call 1.1 million votes, 1 million votes a few, were more than APC got in about 9 states in the north. Do you understand? So when you say Kano, the votes from Kano cancel out about 4 or 5 states. So that is it's neither here nor there. I'm not saying he's limited to Kano. I know he's not limited to Kano.
All right, Mr. Johnson.
I'm from Lagos. I'm not from Kano.
Right.
Yes.
So let's wind down with this in less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So 2 things. One, this has been seen as an insult to the personality of Senator Robbie Kwankwaso, the leader of the Kwankwasia movement, that he will have to now play vice president role to Peter Obi. That's one major obstacle. So there's this talk around the North would see this as an insult, will maybe not take him serious. Like, you're meant to be on that ticket as the number one, not playing second fiddle in that sense. Secondly, is this case by the U.S. legislators where they designated Senator Robbie Kwankwaso as one of the individuals and entities allegedly responsible for severe violations of religious freedom. That's a major one.
Yeah. Okay. First, let me start with the insult or not. It's not an insult. It only shows you that Kwankwaso is a statesman. He's a true Nigerian nationalist. He believes in Nigeria. And anyone who believes in Nigeria, who wants the unity of this country to remain and wants a balance, will realize that we've had this unspoken north-south thing. And if President Buhari, God rest his soul, spent some 8 years, then it is only fair, I'm a southerner, it's only fair, we say politically, that the South should complete 4 years of the 8 years rather, because of course we do not want this current president and the dismal whatever you have in government performance, lack of, we don't want it to continue for the next 4 years. So we're saying, which other southerner is there? And for Kwankwaso to say that, okay, I have ambition, but you are right. Let's look at the unity of this country. I will work with. And he's decided that, okay, the two men have come together. I will work with Peter Obi. Let's make this country. It doesn't make him weak. It shows that he's a nationalist and he's willing to sacrifice for the betterment of this country. That is one. The issue of the Riley Moore bill before the Congress in America, we've treated it, and it is there, we've treated it. We know they made a mistake. We've written to them, we've responded to them, and we wait to see. Because it is clear to most Nigerians that this man who has always stood by Christians, he lost his re-election because of his support for a Christian, that's President Olusegun Obasanjo. He was the first to appoint a Christian female as Chief Judge of Kano State. If you are against Christians, would you do that? So, and he did all this then. And the fact that he signed a Sharia law, like many other northern governors did, you understand, he even lost out because they said he was reluctant in doing it. So we've treated all those things, and I know it's good political talk, and it will keep coming back, but at least it will keep his name. Good news, bad news is all news. It will keep his name there.
Mr. Johnson, the day is interesting. This week, the highlights are just going to be quite an interesting highlight politically. But must thank you for coming on the program. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely week.